chip of the day. It is an LT1932. It is a constant current DC to DC LED driver. And I think we'll look at the diagram here. It's got a coil and a diode with capacitor, so it's a charge pump, or a boost converter, and it takes in 2.7 to 4.2 volts here, and then it's driving a string of 4 LEDs, which probably adds up to around, I don't know, 10 volts or something. And so it boosts the voltage up, and then you can set the current. It's constant current, so you can set the current with this resistor here, RSet. RSet is currently set to 1.5K, and that seems to be giving about 10 milliamps, 15 milliamps, something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look at the data sheet here. Up to 80% efficiency, drives 5 white LEDs, drives 8 white LEDs from 3 volts. So yeah, so pretty high voltage output. 1.2 megahertz switching. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. What else can we find? Here we go. So the RSet value of 1.5K gives us a 15 milliamp output, and you can get up to 38 milliamps or down to 5 milliamps here with different settings. So that's pretty cool. It's in a little SOT23 package, a 6-pin SOT23. So I like that package because I know what to do with it. All right, so let's hook one up. Well, here, let's look at the block diagram. Block diagram. So we have, like I said, the pump here, whacking on and off that inductor with this resistor here, with a transistor. There's a resistor to monitor the current, and so it keeps a constant current. Let's see here. There's a driver here for the back end. Maybe this is where they're monitoring the current. Yeah, they're monitoring the current here. This might be some kind of feedback for how many pulses you need. But they monitor the current through this resistor. There's a current reference here that you set with the resistor, and then that feeds back into the pulse modulator. So we're pulsing, and yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, but I think it'd be fun just to hook one up. Let's do that. So you need to choose what inductor to use. Capacitors don't matter much, but the inductor does. And they give a list of recommended inductors. And I just have a junk bin full of inductors. So I don't know if I'm choosing the right one. It's somewhere around 4.7, 6.8, somewhere around in there. I've got a 5 microhenry, so I'm just going to use that and see if that's okay. All right. So here we go. This little green things there is my inductor. So I've got 4 blue LEDs in series, and if I hook up the let's see, I'm putting in 3.2 volts. And boom, probably blows out the camera. Yeah, that's bright. That's really, really bright. So yeah, so like I said, it's doing its thing. Let's measure the voltage on the output. And we're getting 12.6 volts out. So there you go, 3.2 volts in, 12.6 volts out. Very nice. And then let's look at it with a oscilloscope, see what kind of waveform the output has. All right, so that's kind of hard to see. Let's trigger on it. It's not triggering. Okay, let's do a single shot. Oh, okay, so it is doing something. Let's run that. Let's go out here and we'll do a single shot. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, so let's zoom in on some event. Oops. Yeah, so you're getting these little pulses. Hope that shows up on camera, but you're getting these little pulses. So pulse, 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 like a little double pulse. And then there seems to be groups of those. Let's run it again. Anyway, there you go. So I'm sure there's lots of optimization in this. You know, choose the correct inductor, choose the correct output capacitor. Currently I have a 1 microfarad on the output, so that's what those little spikes are going into. So you could probably reduce those spikes if you needed to by changing or adding capacitors here on the output. I did notice that the efficiency is a bit dependent on the input bypassing, that you need a pretty good capacitor on the input to take care of any current spikes. Let's see here. So currently, we could do the calculation of the efficiency right now. So currently we're using about 230 milliamps. Okay, it's 230 milliamps at 3.2 volts. And output was what, 12.6 volts? I don't remember now. Let me go ahead and measure it again. 12.4 volts. Okay, so 12.4 volts out at 15 milliamps. Okay, so we can do this calculation. Okay, 3.2 times that is 0.736, and 12.4 volts times 15 is 186. So the efficiency is terrible right now. 186 divided by 736 is 25%. Okay, so my current efficiency is 25%. So obviously I have the wrong values for the inductor and things like that, but it does operate. So we can see here some efficiency numbers with different capacitors and different milliamps. Should be up here around 75% efficiency by choosing the right inductor. There's actually quite a bit of data, different types of circuits you could use with this thing, recommended board layout, a bunch of applications, 1.8 volts to 3 volts driving 2 LEDs, 1.8 to 3 volts driving 3 LEDs. Some efficiency curves there, still above 70%, around 75%. So yeah, just for demo purposes, I just used an inductor that I had, but it probably has too much series resistance is my guess. But they do recommend which ones you need. Okay, that was the chip of the day, an LT1932.